Good morning and welcome to this energizing morning yoga flow. This is a full body practice for mixed levels and it's intended to help wake up your body and give you energy for the day ahead. When you're ready, we'll begin in a seated position. You can either find a cross-legged position or any other comfortable seated position. Then rest the hands on the knees, close your eyes. With a deep breath in, sit up as tall as you can. And with your breath out, relax your shoulders. With each inhale, lift from the crown of the head. And with each exhale, relax into your seat. Continue breathing in this way, just taking the first few moments this morning to be present with your breath. And then with your next inhale, tilt the head to the right, so you find a stretch down the left side of the neck. If you'd like a little bit more from this, reach the left arm out to the side, so you feel that stretch down the shoulder, along the arm, all the way to your fingertips. Pause, take a deep breath in through the nose, and a cleansing exhale out through the mouth. And then we'll switch, tilting the head to the left. If you'd like a little bit more here, reach the right arm out to the side so you feel a stretch along the shoulder, down your arm. Pause for an inhale and a cleansing exhale. Then lift the head back through center. You can flick your eyes open. Rest your fingertips lightly on your shoulders and we'll do an ecstatic breathing twisting exercise. So with your inhale, twist to the right. With your exhale, twist to the left. And start to speed it up. And then slow it down. And come back through center. Rest the hands on your knees. Start to circle your belly in a clockwise direction to begin. You can start with a small circle and then make it bigger. And then go anti-clockwise a few times. And come back through center. You can uncross the legs. Come to boat pose. Either resting the hands at the backs of the knees or reaching the arms by your side. And you could either keep your legs bent here or, for a little bit more of a challenge, extend the legs. Draw the lower belly down. Relax the shoulders and focus the gaze on one spot. Let the heat build for 2 more breaths. Final inhale. With your exhale, cross your ankles, draw them in and rock forwards to come through to tabletop. Setting wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Start to move through a figure of 8 to warm up the wrists. And you can sway the hips, bend the arms as you do this so you warm into any other areas of the body that you haven't already. Come back to tabletop, then flip the left hand so the top of the hand is down. Press the hand into the mat And you can either keep the fingers spreading wide or you could create a fist with the hand. Continue pressing the floor away. Hold for a full breath in. Exhale and shake out your hand. Then we'll switch sides, flipping the right hand down. Either keeping the fingers spreading wide or making a fist with your hand. Push the floor away and hold. Take a full breath in. Exhale out. Release the hand, shake it out. Then with your breath in, dip your belly to arch your spine, gaze forwards. With your breath out, round the back, push the floor away. Inhale, arching the back for cow pose. Exhale, rounding the spine for cat. Keep flowing through this, moving in time with your breath. The next time you find your cow pose, send the hips to the heels like you're coming back to child's pose. Then with your exhale as you round, ripple forwards, bring the shoulders over the wrists. So inhale, arch the back, move back. Exhale, round the spine, ripple forwards. Keep this flowing. You can start to pick up the pace as we build the energy. And the next time you move back, tuck your toes, pick up your hips, push back to down dog. When you arrive here, you could pedal out the legs, sway the hips, maybe roll out one wrist at a time. So we're giving your hands and feet a little bit of attention. Then bring your feet together, bend your knees, lift your heels. Swing the knees to the right, twist and gaze under the right shoulder. The left knee could always come down here for some added support. And then come back through center. Twist to the left, gaze under the left shoulder. If you're looking for support, lower the right knee down. Come back through center, straighten the legs, reset your feet. Then ripple forwards to plank, stacking shoulders over wrists. If the hips are piking up, tuck your tailbone, squeeze the glutes, bring the body into one line, and we'll let the heat build, pressing the floor away. If it becomes too much, just lower the knees down. 2 more breaths here, in through the nose, out through the nose or mouth. With your next exhale, lower down through chaturanga. Option to lower the knees if you're modifying. Come all the way down to your belly. With an inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest for cobra. Drawing the chest forwards as you roll the shoulders back. And exhale, push back to down dog. Inhale, lift right leg high, keep the hips square. Exhale, bring knee to nose. And step through to high lunge, reaching the arms up with an inhale. As you exhale, draw the arms back and you can interlace the fingers, clasp the hands together, draw them down past the sacrum. Puff up your chest for an inhale. Then as you exhale, fold towards the inside of the front leg. So the head points down. You could start to lift the arms up. Lift the chest halfway, shift weight into the front foot, and lift the back foot even just a little bit, or maybe all the way into warrior 3. So bringing the body into that T shape. If it is too much, keeping the hands behind you, you could always bring fingertips to the mat for support. Keep gazing down to help with the balance. And step the back foot forwards to come into chair pose, bending the knees, shifting the weight back through the heels, either keeping the hands bound behind you or reaching the arms up. Sit the hips a little lower, let the heat build. Inhale here. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step to plank. Hold for a breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, you could take cobra or upward facing dog this time. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg will lift, keep the hips square. Exhale, bring knee to nose as you step through to high lunge, reaching the arms up with your inhale. Exhale, draw the hands back. Interlace the fingers, clasp the hands together, and draw the hands down past your sacrum. Puff up your chest for a breath in. Exhale, fold on the inside of the front leg. As you do this, the hands could lift away from the back. Pointing the head down, focusing the gaze on one spot. Lift the chest halfway, shift weight into the front foot. As you lift the back leg, it might be just a little bit, or you may lift all the way into warrior 3, bringing the body into a T shape. If it's too much to have the hands bound behind you, fingertips could come to the mat. Then step the back foot forward, stepping into chair, bending the knees, sitting the hips down, either keeping the hands behind you or reaching arms up. Sit the hips a little lower, let the heat build. Hold for one more breath in. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step to plank. Pause for a breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend of choice. It could be cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. And then ripple forwards to high plank. Open out into side plank on your right. If you're modifying here, the right knee is down. Then bend the left leg, lift the knee. Gaze down to help with balance as you step the foot forwards, coming into your revolved side angle. So you could still keep the knee down here, or you could lift it once you're in place. Turn the chest to the left, gaze up to the left fingertips. Inhale here. And exhale. Hold for one more breath in. With your exhale, spin the back foot open, lift up to find warrior 2. You could always readjust your feet once you're here, lining the front heel with the bridge of the back foot. Relax the shoulders, reach the arms apart. Hold for a breath in. Exhale the breath out. Lower the left hand to the inside of your foot. Reach the right arm up for extended side angle. If this feels a little bit restrictive, then rest the left forearm on the thigh as an alternative. Turning the chest open, gaze up to the right fingertips. Hold for a breath in. Exhale out. Lift back up to find warrior 2. Straighten the front leg, bend the back knee. Start sinking the hips towards the back of your mat, either coming halfway down into a side lunge or sinking all the way down into Skandasana. You could use the floor here with the fingertips for balance, or you could bring hands to prayer. Hold for a breath in. With your exhale out, shift to the front of the mat, step to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend of choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Then ripple to your plank. Open out to side plank on the left. If you're modifying this side, left knee is down. Then bending the right leg, lift the knee. Gaze down to help with balance as you step the foot forwards. Option to keep left knee down, or you could lift it once you're in position. Turn the chest to the right side, gaze to the right fingertips for revolved side angle. Inhale here. And exhale. Holding for one more breath in. With your breath out, turn the back foot open, come up to find warrior two. Reset the feet if you need. Relax the shoulders, reach arms apart. Inhale here. Exhale. Holding for one more breath in. With your breath out, right hand comes down to the mat. Left arm reaches up, chest turns open. Or you could rest the forearm on the thigh as an alternative. As you turn the chest open, gaze up to the left fingertips. For extended side angle, pause for a breath in. Exhale out. Hold for one more breath in. At the end of your exhale, lift up to find warrior two. Straighten the front leg, bend the back knee. Either coming halfway down for a side lunge or sinking further down for Skandasana. You can use your fingertips on the mat for stabilizers or bring hands to prayer. Good, and then shifting towards the front of the mat, step to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to find your back bend of choice. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the right leg high, open out the hip, and bend the knee. Exhale to sweep the leg forwards, coming into pigeon pose. And you can support yourself by placing something underneath the right side if you need. Then instead of folding directly forwards, fold diagonally to the right side, so you're folding towards the right knee. Relax chin to chest, take the tension out of the neck, come back to a steady breath. Walk the hands back through center, lift yourself up into a seated position, then slide the back leg forwards. So you bring the knees in line. Open the feet wide to create space behind you and sit back in that space. Now this may not be the best for everybody's knees. If that's the case, you could straighten the leg that is on the bottom. And you can either rest your hands on the knees, or you could reach the left arm up, bend the elbow to reach behind your back, and then lower the right arm down, bend the elbow to reach up your back, to draw the hands towards one another so we come into Gomukhasana. Don't worry if the hands don't quite meet, you could always use a strap or your clothing. And if you'd like to find more of a meditative state, you could close your eyes here. It's coming back to your inhale and exhale. Release the hands. Then you can rock forwards, step back to downward facing dog. With an inhale, lifting the left leg high, open out the hip and bend the knee. With your exhale, sweep the leg forwards to find pigeon pose. Again, you could place something under the left side if you're needing some support here. Then instead of folding forwards, fold diagonally to the left, towards your left knee. Relax chin to chest. Come back to a deep breath. And walk the hands back through center, lift yourself up, and slide the back leg forwards, and bring your knees so that they stack one another. Open the feet wide, sit back in the space you just created. Again, you could extend the leg that is on the bottom if that feels better. Either resting hands on knees here or reaching the right arm up, bend the elbow to reach back behind you. Left arm comes down and the elbow will bend so you reach up your back to draw the hands closer together. You could use a strap or your clothing here. And just like last time, if you'd like to focus inward, close your eyes. Release the hands if they're bound. Rock forwards and step back to downward dog. Then looking in between the hands, you could hop, step, or jump the feet to the outsides of the hands. Then turn the feet out to an angle, bend your knees, sink the hips down to find Malasana. You could keep the fingertips on the mat for stability or bring hands to prayer. And if you'd like to come back to that more meditative state again, you could close your eyes here, tuning back in with your body and your breath. Bring the fingertips down to the mat. Straighten the legs, bring the feet in parallel. So you're finding a slightly wider forward fold here. Then bring the left hand to take hold of the right ankle. You could always bend your knees here if it makes it easier. And bring the right hand to take hold of the left ankle. Then start to twist your torso to the right. Lift the right elbow up so you can peek your head under the right arm. Continue twisting the torso, peeking under the right arm. Deepen your breath as we twist. Slowly release the twist. Keep the right hand as it is, but bring the left arm so that it's over the top, and it will come back to take hold of the right ankle. This time the torso will twist to the left. You'll lift the left elbow and peek under your left arm. Deepening the breath as you twist here. Slowly release. And step back to plank. Pause for a breath in. Exhale, slowly lower down to your belly. Untuck the toes, relax the arms by your side. With an inhale, we'll lift the legs, arms, and chest to come to locust. If you do need support here, the fingertips could be down on the mat. But as best you can, try to use the strength in your back to lift. Sometimes it can help here to press the tongue against the roof of your mouth, just behind your teeth, to help you to breathe. Hold for one more breath in. Exhale, lower down. Make a pillow with your forearms. Rest your head. Give your hips a little wiggle side to side. Release any lower back tension. And then come up into tabletop. Swing your legs around and lie down on your back. And as you lie down, bend your knees, bring your feet close to the back of your bum so you can just about reach them with your fingertips. Press through the heels. Start by squeezing your bum, tuck your tailbone, and then lift the hips off the mat. So we find that engagement first. If the knees are starting to open out to the side, keep them in parallel. Keep pressing through the heels, lift the hips. And you can either rest the arms by your side or interlace the fingers, clasp the hands together, and press the hands into the mat. Hold for one more breath in. As you exhale, slowly roll down your back, starting with the top, middle, bottom, down. Good. And you have a few options. For those with less energy this morning, you could extend the legs up so the feet are in line with the hips, and we find a restorative variation of shoulder stand. If you do have a little more energy, you could rock backwards and forwards to find some momentum and work up into shoulder stand. If you are finding shoulder stand, you can use your hands to support your back. And either coming up into a straight line, or maybe hinging from the hips, letting the legs go over your head to find plow. So toes will rest on the floor, and maybe you can extend the arms back down the mat. If you're in shoulder stand or plow, start lowering yourself back down to the mat. Then hug your knees into your chest. Take a gentle rock side to side. And one by one, extend the legs to find Shavasana. Relaxing the arms by your side. Just take a moment to make any little adjustments you need so you feel comfortable. If you do have any lower back sensitivity, I recommend keeping the legs bent in Shavasana. You may find this is a little bit more comfortable. Then find stillness. Deepen your breath. Move your fingers and toes, slowly waking up the body. Hug the knees into your chest. And roll onto your side. You can take a moment or two here to adjust. And when you're ready, come back to a seated position. Just keeping the eyes closed for now. And from this place of energy and calm that you've cultivated, I invite you to set an intention for your day. So with these final moments of class, you can decide what your direction for today will be. And with your intention set, when you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you so much for your time and energy this morning. I hope that you feel energized and that you have a great day. Take care. I'll see you next time.